Have you figured out what it is yet? What's the one thing you can add to your raft that's going to make it 10 times better than any other raft out there? You know, I posted this in a couple feeds back and hundreds of responses on what you can add to your raft that turns it into a time machine. And out of hundreds of comments, only one person got it right. One person. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of raft you have. You can have the best raft in the world that you think is the best for you. And every raft, you know, have their applications on what kind of rivers they can go on. But when you're talking about moose hunting in Alaska or Canada, one thing applies, and that you're not going to be going down class 4 or class 5 rapids, maybe hopefully not even class 3. So now you're all grouped into one style of raft. And what's the one thing you can add to it? It's an outboard kicker motor. That's right. And before any of you freaking start bashing me on here saying that's not true, that's not correct, I'm going to prove it to you right now. Normally, this is what's inside my advanced courses, and for the first time, I'm bringing this out and I'm going to tell you why. This is what I'm going to teach you, why this is the way it is, and why having a brand that you think is the best raft in the world is really nothing. I can take a basic raft and I'll beat the pants off of you on a moose hunt with your top of the line brand that you think's so good. And it's because of that kicker motor. It's because of that. It's a time machine. So we're going to go through the structure of this. When you get dropped off, and we are talking about getting dropped off here, or this also applies with, you know, your jet boats, but that's a whole nother topic. Let's just say dropped off. So a transporter is going to take you out, drop you off, or maybe have you thought about a boat drop off, a jet boat? Those are transporters too. But you get dropped off and you have a basic raft. Now, if I was going to get dropped off from a fly out, dropped off, and there's 4 other groups in front of me and they don't have a motor, I'm going to kick back and laugh my butt off because I'm going to be successful. I have always been successful. Usually I got my own plane, but even with my own plane, I bring a raft with a kicker motor on it. Did you know that? Even with my own plane, flying myself out, I bring a raft with a kicker motor because it helps every way. So you get dropped off. There's 5 other groups there. They don't have a motor on it. They're just a bunch of willy-nillys going down. They're on a camping trip. They're going to float, and when they're going to float until they find a spot that looks like a good spot to camp. A camp spot. They're not looking for why they should camp there. That's a whole nother topic because they don't know. And unless you take my advanced courses, you're not going to know either. And even some of you big dogs that think you know, you don't. All my friends do. Everyone that takes the courses do. Anyhow, so here's the theory. And it's not a theory, it's fact. I've proved it. So you get dropped off. We're back to this again. There's 5 groups there. You're laughing your butt off because you got this kicker motor. Transporters fly into an area of a river that's safe to do so. They usually go up as far up the river system as they can before the gravel bars get too low, or they'll drop you off on a lake that's safe to do so. So what's that mean? That means everybody that doesn't have a motor, they got to float downriver, right? But hey, you got a motor. Hopefully it's a 9.9 to 15 horse. Guess what? You get to go upriver now. That's right. And since they've been flying people in for generations or decades and they've been floating down from that point on, you, for the first time, are going to be able to go upriver and explore brand new, pristine areas. No motor, no can do. With a motor, you can go upriver now. It's untouched hunting areas. It might as well be a national park. It's untouched because nobody without a motor has ever been able to even think about going upriver, whether it's a mile, 5 miles, it doesn't matter. You're going into untouched, pristine area. Now, that's huge. That should be blowing your mind right now. Second is when you're going down and you're floating these rivers, the guys with no motors, they're subject to the current of the river. Normally about 2 to 3.5 miles per hour. Any faster than that, you're going to be into some rapids. Most moose countries, not any more than that. Usually it's pretty slow moving water. And if it is really fast water, I'd say avoid it. Now, as you're floating down, you could be just starting the motor up, cracking the throttle. You're already going to know where to go because you've gone through my advanced courses. But the rest of them don't. They're just willy-nilly on a camping trip. Oh, they're moose hunting. But as you're going down the river, there's all these tributary, smaller rivers coming in. And they're slow too. And guess what? You can go up those rivers for a mile or two. And that means nobody else has ever been up those rivers either, because they've all been floating without a motor. So now talk to me about what you thought you knew and how this should be blowing your mind on it gets you into pristine areas that for decades no other rafter has been able to even consider, because they don't have a motor that'll push them upstream. Now let's get into the raft. You know, yes, I have my own rafts that I really like, and if you want to check them out, you can go to wildborngear.net. Wildborngear.net. Check them out. I recommend about a 15.5 foot raft per person and a motor. Don't go cheap on this, because it's about, you don't want to be wishing you had more horsepower, or inevitably you're going to overload it with 2 overgrown men and the kitchen sink and more gear than you need. Anyhow, check it all out. Don't forget your Wildborn coffee. This is Cinnabon. It is super good. And wildborngear.net. I hope this helps all of you guys. Stay safe out there. God bless.